Ahoy, shipmates. Bit of land action here. Just look at that sunset. And have a look at these clouds. I think Constable would be impressed with those. Anyway, straight in for a picture. And look at those colours. I think we've picked a lovely evening here for a quick flight. And I thought we'd have a little look, while she's passing, of the Ellen Strat. Now, just recently I've seen a few more cargo vessels carrying leisure craft. I'm not sure if that's a seasonal thing, or if I've just become more interested in leisure craft on cargo ships. But this one certainly has a good selection on the Ellen Strat. There's quite a number of powerboats there. All various sizes. A couple of yachts. An older powerboat. And the one at the front there looks quite impressive. I'm guessing that's somewhere around the 60-foot mark, perhaps. Again, we have some wonderful light here. Yeah, I think if these ships had left about half an hour earlier, we could have had an optimum lighting conditions with a wonderfully lit up Constable-esque clouds in the background. Well, she's off on her way to Kiel in Germany. Built in 1995. 136 metres long, 19 metres wide. Has 3 cranes on board. And the cranes have a lifting weight of 60 metric tons. And when they're at their full extended reach, it's 40 metric tons. Which I reckon is enough to lift all of those powerboats. Maybe apart from the one at the front. Might be getting towards the 40-ton mark. Guess he lifts it closer by. But anyway, back to the main event. It's the Explorer of the Seas. She's just been in port for a day. We do the old refueling and changing out the rubbish and swapping some crew members around. I don't know if you can quite make it out, but she is actually pulling away from the city cruise terminal. Just about to see the wake from the bow thruster and see the engines have powered up. Decent bit of pollution coming out the top. Unfortunately, the dramatic sky seems to be dimming as we speak. Yeah, lost all colour from the sky now. Oh, what a difference 5 minutes makes. I've sped up this bit a little bit. He's just swinging around at the moment. Now the Ellen Strat has left. I spotted another cargo ship with pleasure boats on it the other day, and that was Keith. I think Keith has become my new favourite cargo ship. Lovely shiny bright red hull, interesting cargo, and of course an amusing name. Even though this is speeded up, she did actually turn around pretty quickly. Yeah, I guess it's just a little bit of colour in the sky, but nothing like it was 5 minutes ago. The Explorer of the Seas was completed in September 2000. Took her maiden voyage in October. Gross tonnage is 140,000. Length of 311 metres. A beam of 38. However, the maximum beam is 49. Guessing there's a few sticky out bits along the side. "15 decks. Six 12,000 kilowatt engines on board. And propulsion is diesel electric via 2 ABB Azipods and 1 fixed pod. That's the old 3 propeller design at the rear. And 4 bow thrusters. Certainly making good use of those bow thrusters. I don't think I've seen a ship turn around quite as quickly. Capacity on board is 3,114 passengers, with a crew of 1,180. I can tell you that she's leaving the port of Southampton with 116 crew on board and 1 passenger. Many shipmates have speculated that the 1 passenger is in fact the captain's wife. Or girlfriend. I suppose if the captain was a lady, it could be boyfriend. Oh, but then again, she could be in a relationship, same-sex relationship, so again, it could be girlfriend. Oh, whatever. Oh, look at that. Just about see the Queen Victoria in the background. Next to the Zheng He. Yeah, beautiful sunset. See if I can take another one when she's moved a little round more into the sunset, perhaps. But the sun is setting fast today. In February of 2008, while travelling from New Jersey on a 9-day cruise to the Caribbean, the crew try that again, shall we? The crew on the bridge heard a faint radio call. This turned out to be the crew from Tumbleweed, a 39-foot sailing vessel which had planned a sail from Baltimore to Florida Keys. The crew reportedly had a mechanical breakdown of both engine and sails. The vessel drifted for 11 days to a location roughly 275 miles southeast of North Carolina. Some wonderfully subtle colours there in that sunset. Unfortunately, the sunset is just past its prime. Nonetheless, I get a warm feeling from that shot. Yeah, the Explorer of the Seas located the men on Tumbleweed and rescued them. And took them all the way to Puerto Rico. That's certainly not what I would expect to be rescuing me if I was out at sea. Massive cruise ship. The feature here at the top of the ship, the round disc, which I believe is a restaurant, always reminds me of a 1970s James Bond film for some reason. I can just imagine the villain using the ship as his secret lair. And then as James Bond gets close, he escapes in the flying saucer module that departs from the top of the ship. Maybe that's more Thunderbirds than James Bond. When she was launched in 2000, she exceeded her sister ship, Voyager of the Seas, by 32 gross tons, and that made her the largest passenger ship in the world. This was until 2002, when Navigator of the Seas became the largest passenger ship in the world. Went through a major refit in 2015, and these include replacing the skating rink with a flow rider surfing simulator and increasing her gross tonnage to 138,000. There we go. I think you can probably see the flow rider on the upper stern there. Just thought I'd whiz around the other side. Yeah, it's not a bad little picture. She had another refurbishment in September of 2019 with $162 million in refurbishments. And again this year she is supposedly being refurbished with another 110 million being spent. I'm not sure if that's happened or not. Also on board is a atmospheric and oceanographic laboratory operated by the University of Miami's Rosenthal School of Marine and Atmospheric Science. The manned lab, with its attended educational outreach programs for passengers, was discontinued in 2007. Bit of a shame, really, that. I would think that's a feature that would really appeal to people today, what with the current environmental crisis. Well, shipmates, I think that about wraps it up. We'll leave the explorer of the seas off to the sunny climes of Poole. Until next time, shipmates.